The love you are looking for is not too much to ask for. It is not reserved for other people. It is not something you have to earn through suffering or shrinking or becoming a quieter, more convenient version of yourself. The love you are looking for is looking for you too. And the only thing standing between you and it is whether you truly, deeply, in the quiet places no one else can see, believe that you deserve it. That is what we are here to work on today. Welcome. I am so glad this found you, because I think some part of you called it in, some part of you that is tired of almost, tired of settling, tired of loving people who treat your heart like a suggestion rather than a sanctuary. Some part of you that knows, even when the rest of you has forgotten, that there is something genuinely beautiful waiting for you in the area of love. And that part of you was right to keep hoping. It has always been right. Louise Hay believed with every fiber of her extraordinary being that the relationship you have with yourself is the blueprint for every relationship you will ever have with another person. Not metaphorically. Literally. The way you speak to yourself privately determines who you attract publicly. The love you allow yourself to receive on the inside sets the precise temperature for what you tolerate and what you accept on the outside. Change the blueprint, and the building changes with it. Every single time. But before we get into the how, let us sit for a moment in the where you are, because I think it deserves more than a quick acknowledgement before we rush on to the solution. Maybe you have been single for longer than you planned and the world has not been subtle about reminding you. Maybe you have been in relationships that started with so much promise and somehow ended with you wondering what exactly went wrong and whether some part of it was you. Maybe you have loved people who were emotionally unavailable. People who kept you just close enough to hope, but never quite close enough to feel truly chosen. And maybe, if you are really honest, you have had a quiet, recurring thought that goes something like, maybe I am just not the kind of person who gets the great love story. Maybe that is for other people. I want to address that thought directly, with all the warmth and 0% of the agreement. That thought is a story. It is an old story written in conditions that no longer define you. It is a story that was handed to you by experiences that were painful and real and that you survived, but it is not a prophecy. It is not a personality, and it is absolutely not a permanent address. Here's something that might make you laugh because it is so relatable. We will do the inner work on literally everything else in our lives before we will do it on love. We will journal about our careers, meditate about our health, affirm about our finances, but when it comes to love, we tend to just keep repeating the same patterns and then looking at the outcomes with genuine bewilderment. Why does this keep happening? And the universe, with enormous patience and a very gentle sense of humor, keeps pointing to the same place. In here. Start in here. The mess of where you are in this moment, the longing, the confusion, the mix of wanting love and also being terrified of getting it wrong again, that is not evidence that something is broken. That is the beautiful, uncomfortable, completely necessary terrain of a soul that is growing its capacity for real intimacy. You cannot skip this part. You can move through it with more grace and more intention, and that is exactly what we are going to do. Here is the framework that makes all of this click into place. Louise Hay taught that we do not attract who we want. We attract who we believe we are worthy of. Read that again slowly because it is the key to everything. You can want a loving, available, emotionally intelligent, genuinely wonderful partner with every conscious cell in your body. But if underneath that wanting there is a belief that says you are too much, not enough, fundamentally unlovable, or somehow destined for disappointment in love, that belief is running the show. Not your vision board, not your dating profile, your belief. The work then is not to find the right person. The work is to become someone who genuinely believes they deserve the right person. When you do that work, when you raise your love-worthiness from the inside, the outer experience follows with what can feel like almost startling speed. Not because the universe was holding out on you, but because you finally stopped holding out on yourself. And right now, in the middle of this, I want you to do something that is going to make this real. In the comments below, I want you to type this out fully and feel it as you write it. Write, I am worthy of a love that is consistent, safe, and deeply fulfilling, and I am no longer available for anything less. Write it like you mean it. Write it like the version of you who already has this beautiful love would write it with certainty and with peace. Because this is your declaration. This is you drawing a new line in the sand of your own heart. And this community is witnessing it with you. Go ahead and do that now, and then come right back. Now let us talk about the actual practices, because this is where we move from inspired to transformed. Here are 5 specific, grounded, immediately actionable steps to affirm your worthiness for a high-value relationship starting today. The first practice is rewriting your love story narrative. Most of us are carrying an unconscious story about what love means for us personally. It might be that love always leaves. Love always requires sacrifice. Love is something you have to work painfully hard to keep. Or love is wonderful at first and then becomes something else. These narratives were written by our earliest experiences, often in childhood, often in ways we were never even aware of, and they run underneath every relationship we enter. This week, I want you to write down in one sentence the story you have been telling about love in your life. Not the conscious, hopeful version, the honest, underneath one. And then I want you to write the new story. One sentence, something like, love comes to me easily, naturally, and stays because I am someone worth staying for. Read the new story out loud every morning this week. You are not erasing the past. You are choosing to stop letting it write the future. The second practice is raising your relationship standards consciously. This is not about becoming demanding or difficult. This is about getting genuinely clear on what you actually need in a relationship to feel safe, seen, and loved. Not what you think you can get. Not what you have settled for before. What you actually need. Write it down. Be specific. Consistency, emotional availability, shared values, kindness in moments of conflict, the ability to laugh together at the end of a hard day. When you name what you need, you do 2 things. You clarify your own worthiness to yourself, and you set an energetic filter for what you will allow into your life. Standards are not walls. They are the blueprint of a person who knows their own value. The third practice is the self-love daily deposit. Louise Hay was very clear that you cannot receive from another what you are not willing to give yourself. So this week, every single day, do one thing that is a genuine act of love toward yourself. Not a task, not something productive, something that says to your own soul, you matter to me. It might be 10 minutes of quiet. It might be cooking yourself a real meal. It might be saying no to something that drains you. It might be speaking to yourself in the mirror with the same warmth you would offer your closest friend. These deposits accumulate. They build a felt sense of worthiness that no external validation can create and no rejection can take away. The fourth practice is healing the receiving muscle. Here is one of the most important and most overlooked pieces of preparing for high-value love. Most people who deeply want love also have a complicated relationship with receiving it. When someone is truly kind to them, something in them gets uncomfortable. When someone chooses them consistently, they find themselves waiting for the catch. When love feels easy, they wonder if it is real. This is the receiving wound, and it is incredibly common and incredibly workable. This week, practice receiving small things fully. A compliment, let it land. An offer of help, accept it graciously. A moment of genuine connection, let yourself be present for it without bracing. You are training your nervous system that it is safe to receive good things, that it is safe to be chosen, that the love that stays is not a trick. This is how you prepare yourself not just to attract love, but to actually keep it. The fifth practice is the before sleep love affirmation. Your subconscious mind is most receptive just before you fall asleep. It is the time when the analytical, skeptical part of your mind steps back and the deeper programming layer becomes accessible. So each night this week, as you are drifting towards sleep, repeat quietly to yourself, I am worthy of deep, lasting, beautiful love. The right person is finding their way to me. I am open, I am ready, and I am enough exactly as I am. Let these words sink below the surface of your conscious mind into the place where beliefs actually live. You are planting seeds in the most fertile soil available to you. Give them time, water them consistently, and trust what is growing. Now let us breathe together and let these truths move through you. I am worthy of a love that chooses me completely, consistently, and with joy. I am releasing every old story that told me love was painful, conditional, or not meant for me. I am someone worthy of deep emotional safety and genuine, lasting partnership. I am done shrinking to fit into spaces that were never built for all of me. I am attracting a relationship that reflects my highest sense of my own worth. I am healing my heart with every kind thought I choose about myself. I am ready to receive the love I have always deserved and always been worthy of. I am no longer available for love that keeps me guessing. I deserve love that makes me feel sure. I am the loving, whole, complete person that a truly wonderful partner is blessed to find. I am enough. I have always been enough. And the love that is meant for me knows exactly where to find me. Let those settle. Let them land in the places that have been waiting for them. Here is what I want you to carry from today. You are not behind in love. You are not broken by your history. You are not too much or too little or too complicated. You are a person of enormous depth and real beauty. And the fact that you are here, willing to look at your own patterns, willing to do this work, willing to believe that something better is genuinely possible, that is not desperation. That is wisdom. That is the work that actually changes things. The love you want is real. It exists. And it is not in a different universe reserved for luckier people. It is in this one, finding its way to the version of you who has decided, once and for all, to stop blocking it with unworthiness. If Heal and Manifest is a space where your soul exhales, where you feel seen and reminded of your own power and your own beauty, please subscribe and hit the bell so these conversations keep finding you every week. This community is made of people who are doing exactly this work, and it is one of the most genuinely loving spaces on the internet because of people like you. And before you go, leave one thing in the comments that you are grateful for today. One thing. Because gratitude seals every intention. It tells the universe, I already live in abundance, and I am ready for more. And in the area of love, gratitude for what you already have and already are is the most powerful magnet you possess. You deserve the love you keep dreaming about. Go and believe it.